Hello and welcome to round 2. Yes, we'll play first. I've kept some one-landers in my day. This is unfortunately not one that can be kept. Usually I'll keep a one-lander if I've got strong 2s and 3s and I'm playing an 18-land deck, but none of those things are happening with this hand, so that's got to go back. This at least has a plan. It's curve, 2 into 3 and then hopefully draw some cards, so we'll keep this one. I kind of do want the land here. Like normally I would be a little like I don't want to keep a land, but since I've got a card draw spell in hand at 5, I'm kind of just fine drawing another land. Like that's just totally fine. Like, I realize the odds are still there that I'll draw another land after this one. And that's kind of okay, too. Like, then I can cast the Pour Over the Pages, discard a land. Things are fine. Like, this Deranged Whelp should get in for 4 points of damage. At least. It's just kind of what I want to be doing. Alright. Let's get our cult going. When you join, you get a free haircut. What's up? That'll fix our mulligan shenanigans when that dies. Provided we can trade it for value. Well, this hand has developed nicely. It is a great day. Why would it not be a great day? Like here we're happy drawing a land or a spell. And that's not the only reason that it's a great day. I mean, my job is what I want to be doing, which is playing Magic cards. This is maybe why we had trouble with the blue-red spell stack. And things are going great for me and Kelsey. I'm a happy boy. Dutch is sleeping in his box. It's a great day. The Fog Walker. So we can draw the cards, or we can just run out the Storm Rider Spirit. Kind of think I'm better running out the Storm Rider Spirit, and I kind of think I'm better running it out now, which sounds a little crazy, but like they could have a counterspell, and blue is not known for its removal, so I'm just going to run this bad boy out. And then next turn we'll get pouring. Okay. Unfortunately, that let them use their mana there, but they basically used a bounce spell on our dude. That's fine. Okay, now that they have potential removal colors, we may be a little more careful with our Storm Rider Spirit. Well, we can kind of just make sure they don't have it. I sort of like that. So if I swing in with everything here, I end up potentially trading this for that, getting in for 2. I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. Yeah, they probably wanted to do something with that white mana, so let's make sure that they can't. I think this is worth trading for 2 damage. I realize they're going to get to draw the card, but I'll eventually get to draw my card anyway, and it means that they're still going to be able to block the cultist. But that means they're not going to be attacking. I guess they're not going to be attacking anyway when I have a Thermo Alchemist. Like, the 2 damage shortens our clock a little bit. We've got a good attack with the Innkeeper here. Might draw another Innkeeper. That'd be pretty cool. What would get me to pour instead of Storm Rider Spirit is if I draw like a good 2-drop. Okay. Okay. That's not a good 2-drop. It's just not. So we know they've got the bounce spell back. We can't really attack here, but like we've got some pretty good double block action that shouldn't get us 2 for 1, even if they're able to do some shenanigans here. So again, I'm kind of fine just running the Storm Rider Spirit out main phase. I'll hit a land and discard to that. Like, they really can't attack. Like, what we may have to do is just put everything in front of that. Or just take the damage. I suppose that's always an option, too. Because they may not even want to attack. Yeah. Pling! At least we've actually got Galvanic Bombardment up now. That makes the blocks great. Now, since they're holding up mana anyway, I'll just wait and cast it at the end of their turn. They're still going to block it, but I guess they could bounce their own Vexing Scuddler to get back Drag Under at some point, but they're mana off from that play being optimal. Okay. Pling. That will eventually kill you. Prison Wolf's not looking so hot here. We know he's got a bounce spell, so I may as well just attack and see if he bounces it first. I can always pour second main if I need to. If that's his plan, I'm fine with this. Bling. Blurp. One. Two. Is the madness on this 3? No. It'd be nice if it was, but it's not. So who doesn't need to get cast right now? I guess the Brazen Wolves, sadly, does the least on this board state. And I like having the Erdwall Illuminator out. So sorry, Wolves, you're going to have to go. Because Chilling Grasp might just do a thing next turn. Like kill our opponent. Alright. We got quelled. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Bling. So let's start with seeing if we can just win here. Bling. The neat part is if they bounce the spell, we can just cast it again and get another pling in, and then play a mountain, shoot something, pling again. Okay. That is an interesting way to do things. Okay, so they're at 2. What does that mean if I swing team? Well, they got to have something. Clearly. Although, it kind of doesn't do much more than just getting in what this guy does. So I think we'll just do that for starters and see what's up. It could potentially go bad if they've got like a pump spell. But if they've got something to gain life, I can just kill them with that on the stack. Okay, so I ping once, get an untap, and ping again. Sure. Let's just win the game. Okay. Didn't make me show it to them. Okay, so they look like they're mostly mono blue with a lot of bounce spells, which makes me want to make sure that I've got early interactivity, which I do. I had been interested in taking out the Turn-Aside. Or, excuse me, getting the Turn-Aside in the previous game, but I don't think that I need to go nuts about that. Like, the Homunculus actually looks okay here because it lets me get a board presence, and that makes their bounce spells worse. Like, if I can just have dudes in play, then generally speaking, that's going to be fine. We will have to, like, worry a little bit about the Spell Queller, and we don't have many non-permanent based answers to it, because, like, that's our removal right there. That's what we can do. Other than that, we can kind of draw cards. So it's going to eat something, and there's, again, not much we can do about it, but that's all right. Just cast bigger stuff. Ping them to death with the Alchemist. See, like, we haven't even really triggered this guy this much, and it's just been good. It's just been good. If you've ever died because of the Witch's Curse, this is that effect for 2 mana, so you can just start sooner. Is it good? I think so. I don't think I want to make any changes here. I'm not going to radically alter the deck to try to play around a Spell Queller when they might just not draw it or be in a situation like that. It also doesn't seem like the team pump spell is going to be particularly good for them either, if last game was any indication. This hand just needs to hit some land drops or low drops, so we're going to keep it. It is the type that can lose to what our opponent's doing. Is that instant or sorcery? Yes, it is. I'll say hopefully they cast something we can kill here, but it's alright. Hitting lands is good. We just go and start on that damage train. And here, I think I'm just happy to pop that while I can. And get this going. It ain't doing nothing now, but it will soon. Blink. Right on time, Mr. Furtive Homunculus. You're not the droid we're looking for. I'm just going to jam out this guy and see if we can slow our opponent down a little bit. Also, Spell Queller can't nab it, so that's relevant. Discarded an island. They didn't really get any mana off of that exchange, though. Because like the land they tapped in response, they didn't use the other one, so it kind of doesn't matter. Okay. That means, so it doesn't untap during my next untap step. Okay, then I just won't ping you with it this turn. Really don't want me to get value off of this, huh? Okay. I guess that's what they're all about. That makes me want to play out the Storm Rider Spirit. And again, I'm going to do it now. I feel weird playing these main phase flash creatures, but it means if I draw another land, this one can get in next turn and get the train rolling. So if I don't hit another land, I can at least crack a clue and go for these again. But B, if I hit another land, I can play 2 spells. And that seems like a way we could win a game. I will block you. I feel like they're probably going to get their Vexing Scuttler dude in a bounce spell. Or not. Just chump checking. Just chump checking. Oh, they've got Elder Deep Fried. Well, I approve of what you did there, sir. That is a huge creature that we're going to have to deal with at some point. Okay, okay. If only we had Delirium and could respond and use these lands. But we don't and we can't, so here we are. We do have a 2/1 that they can't block. Which, I mean, is relevant. I could have merged that, but it kind of seems stupid, so I won't. Yeah, I'll take the hits, buddy. Sure, hit me, buddy. Guy? Friend? A Frog Walker. Okay. That is kind of the worst thing ever. And Nibbles. Okay, we may just get ranched this game. Because that is a big creature that you have there. I don't think Dub's Alchemists are going to do it. So I can basically just untap this for 1 mana, which is something. This guy's almost completely irrelevant. But the fact that I can do this for 1 mana and then draw a card. And like, we've got to get enough power down to do something about this. So I could play this dude and that dude. Now, do we know they have the... No, we don't know that they have the unsubstantiate. Alright, alright, alright. Land is not great. It does mean we've got a good play next turn, but not this turn. I'm not sure that the Innkeeper actually does anything, but I want to get the most stuff out of my hand. Because I'm probably in a position where I have to gang block their Elder Deep Fried. Like, they're out of cards. Which means they had to draw something right here for a gang block to be bad for me. Alright, let's see if you did. No? Okay, I like that. Bloop. I don't know that I need to play the other... okay, okay. We were kind of worried about that guy, and now we're not. I don't know if I need to play the other Thermo Alchemist, because it's just giving them a target for Spell Queller. So I kind of just want to hold up Scour the Laboratory end of turn. Get in 2 pings. Like, I don't think they drew anything relevant. Because if they drew the Spell Queller, they'd probably just play it out there anyway, but... I like defaulting to using the most mana that I can. Okay, so we're going to need an answer for that. This is a thing we know. Ping! Even at 1,000,000 mana, Ancestral Recall is still good. Okay, well that lets us cast a big thing, which is not uninteresting. Let's get another ping in. Because pings are good. Alright, 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 alright. So probably want to play the big thing and the other Alchemist this turn. So let's do that. I don't need to chump block this turn, and Ernie can make sure I get some extra clues next turn, potentially. Like, it sucks to take 5. I don't like it. But we've got some pretty good draws in the deck. We just need to hit them. Ping! Alright, did you draw a Spell Queller? Let's find out. You did not. Good to know. Alright, let's see what we can hit off of these bad boys, because some draws just kind of finish this game off. That's not one of them. Neither is that, but I suppose we may as well play it out. That's not super relevant because I was going to swing team next turn anyway. Okay, if they stop attacking, I think we're just in business. Oh, what a good draw. What a good draw. You and you. Blurp. Ping. Ping. I don't even have to let the spell resolve. Okay. You did make a wizard. You're a wizard, Larry. Kind of a weird looking wizard, if you ask me, but hey, we'll take it. All right, we will see you in the finals in just a moment. Thank you for tuning in.